Greetings, beloved friends of America and beloved students of life around the world. It is I, Saint Germain, that greet you this moment through your messenger, Excalibur. I am delighted to come to you this day and to charge forth more of my Ascended Master feeling and my Ascended Master heart flame desire for each of you to experience true freedom. To experience the freedom of your almighty I Am presence that beats your heart and that is the very presence, power, and intelligence that flows through the top of your head into your physical heart, through the central nervous system of your physical body and into every cell of your physical body. That operates, governs, controls, and directs all the organs of your physical embodiment, the temple of the Most High Living God. That great presence is always with you. It is always watching over you, and it holds within itself as the treasure house of your own life every good and constructive thing you could possibly desire and require. The people of the world have been living backwards. They have been seeking happiness and freedom outside of themselves. They have been seeking things of the outer world to bring them happiness, only to find that all things of the outer world only avail to the experience of temporary happiness and fulfillment and joy, and a few sensations and pleasures here and there, and some gratification from time to time, but ultimately anything that you seek outside of yourself in the outer world will only be temporal. It will only come and then it will fly away. For as you possess anything or believe that you possess anything of the outer world, you will surely lose it. And when you pursue anything of the outer world, it will surely keep at arm's length and just outside of your grasp. But when you stop playing all these silly games of the outer world and seeking this, that, and the other thing, seeking this person, this place, or that condition or circumstance manifest in your life, when you stop all that and you come into the great God realization that there's nothing outside of myself that I truly in my heart desire. These are all fantasies of the intellect. These are all imaginary things, beliefs, concepts of the intellect, of the outer world's consciousness, the illusions, the delusions, the mirages, that which is here today and gone tomorrow. For there is no human being that can grasp anything in this world and make it permanent in their life, not even their own physical embodiment, for it does not belong to them. It belongs to the mighty I Am presence within them and above them. So too does everything in the outer world that you call physical things, that you can handle, that you can touch, that you can experience through the senses. All of it belongs to the great God presence. All of it has come forth from its own unfed flame, its limitless energy and substance, and all of it returns back to its heart flame. And so I say to you, as you are stopping the chasing activity, or the good old-fashioned flight or fight or freeze, when you have realized that you're done playing those silly games of human consciousness, of human creation, of the theater, of the outer world, that you stand still, and you in your heart, and in your mind, and in your soul are ready to see, to witness, to behold, to observe the salvation of your own great God presence, revealing itself unto you, the universal laws of existence by which it lives by, and by which each and every one of you, humankind, were always intended to live by. These universal laws of existence have always been in existence. Just because human beings have taken on their own belief systems and created their own human laws and boxed themselves into their own human limitations through their ignorance and arrogance and darkness and shadows of their own self-conceit, does not mean that the universal laws of existence have stopped acting. They have always been in action. They have always been in perpetual motion. And it just so happens that now we've entered into the time cycle where the great cosmic law kicks it up another notch, shifts gears, and causes life to quicken, consciousness to quicken, the very speed of action of the universal laws of life to quicken within the consciousness of the people of this world. They will no longer be allowed to sleep in the ignorance of the senses and faculties. They must awaken. The time has arrived. Life is impelling it. Life is compelling it. Every angle, life is coming at every individual now to wake up and realize that they are the individualized flame of the mighty I Am Presence, that they truly are sons and daughters of the Heavenly Father, Mother, Creator, Consciousness in the Great Central Sun, that each one has their own great God presence within them and above them, that they are not alone, and that they are not separate and apart from God, and that there is no reason to any longer fear some God or goddess or some deity or some being or entity. For these are all human concepts, and these have all been created by man just to control man. I desire you this day, beloved, mighty unfed flames, mighty individualized flames of the great I Am Presence, to just accept. I'm not asking you to struggle in your mind, in your feeling side of life, in your physical body. I am not trying this moment to cause you to do anything that your own life does not desire you to do. But I would love it. I would greatly appreciate it if you would allow me this moment, through your power of acceptance, to drive my violet flame into your consciousness, to project and surge my violet flame and its mighty violet rays into your consciousness, and remove from you all the human concepts and all the doubts and the fears and the uncertainties that have come with being in this world for so many centuries of time, that I may this moment take from you and assist you as I take from you this accumulation of human creation and all its beliefs that have come with it, that I might help you to advance more quickly into a new level, a new degree of acceptance that thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now, I am not saying that thou shalt not have any other ascended masters or great cosmic beings or angels before you. I am stating clearly that thou shalt not have any more false gods before you. Fickle fame and fortune, power that this world gives to leaders, to individuals, certain authority and supremacy, certain power and certain fields of consciousness that exist in this world upon this world stage. These are all temporal powers, and in truth, they are non-powers. Because the great God presence within you, dear hearts, is more powerful than any man or woman upon this planet. It is more powerful than all men and women upon this planet put together. That I Am Presence that you truly are is the light of the universe, is the love of the universe, individualized as each and every one of you. When any one of you choose to stand wholeheartedly and love that great God presence with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strengths, in that moment, you are more powerful than all the men and women put together in this world. For that then would cause you to be an untouchable Christ being. That would cause you then to be the very embodiment and the very outpicturing and true expression of the fulfillment of those words, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." For you have given your power away, your sovereignty away, your will away in so many lifetimes, dear hearts. And now you have arrived in this new cycle of time that calls you back into God's sovereignty, back into God's will and God's willpower acting in your mind, body, and feeling side of life. That the atmosphere around you becomes charged with all the qualities of your great God presence. That the radiation that pours forth through you and out from you becomes a very beacon of light in this world that draws humankind back into the light. I tell you, and I know from whence I speak, for what I see with the all-seeing eye of God, that each of you are upon a path in which your life holds in store for you the greatest experiences that you at this moment could not possibly fathom, which are coming upon you by your constant application, by your continual willingness to keep on showing up, placing your attention upon your great God presence, calling to your great God presence, contemplating your great God presence, inviting that great God presence to reveal to you everything it desires you to know, all that it requires you to know. And I have fulfilled my great command and my promise to each of you when I spoke in my embodiment as Father Joseph during the 49 days outpouring of light to release the one mighty stroke of my violet flame through your consciousness, followed by, as the cleansing and purification took place, by the Queen of Light, who would then charge your consciousness with her ascended master consciousness. Remember, dear hearts, we still have to, through your higher mental body, respect the way you have charged your consciousness with the experience of time and space. I have fulfilled my promise to you. The Queen of Light has fulfilled her promise to you. And yet we must wait patiently, with infinite patience, with the higher mental bodies of each of you, until your outer self and your outer intellectual consciousness and emotional consciousness catches up more with your true self, that clears the pathway of your consciousness of all the duality it has within it, sets that aside. Then do we, and then are we able to flood forth into you all that we have called forth for you, all that we have promised for you, and have fulfilled for you, but now to cause it to become an outer physical manifestation in the lives of each of you. So I recommend you to have good faith and to trust and know that it has been taken care of and that it is done. But a few more days and nights must pass before you yourselves experience what I and the Queen of Light have accomplished for you. And I do feel, and it will come more quickly than you possibly realize at this time, but when the second outpouring of the 49 days of light occurs in the month of May, in that month, what I and the Queen of Light have done will begin to reveal itself through many of you in beloved Mother Akasha's student body. So with that, just continue on your way and keep making your application and keep communing with your presence and just do your best to be a good and constructive individual in this world and live your life to the best of your ability. What you call miracles, dear hearts, is the natural way of life for each and every one of us. For our consciousness is free of all doubt, of all human creation and misqualification. And as you continue to use the sacred fire and cleanse and purify your consciousness and have doubt and fear and uncertainty removed from you, then what you and the world calls miracles will become for you the natural way of living life. And you'll become so consciously aware of your thoughts, of your feelings, of the words you're speaking, and of all the things you are doing with your physical bodies. Humankind or human beings do not realize that their physical bodies, all the molecules, all the atoms, all the electrons, the protons, the neutrons, the neutrinos, the positrons, and we can go on with all these different trons. But I am telling you right now that the physical bodies that have been given by the elementals to humankind, they are always doing everything to work as harmoniously as possible with each other, to create for you a being of consciousness, a perfect physical body to bring your consciousness into and express the gifts, the qualities, the creativity of your soul, of your spirit, of your consciousness through that physical body. The body's working harmoniously, cell by cell, one with another, to create that happiness, that peace, that strength, that harmony, that joy. Human beings are the only ones that are not working harmoniously or cooperating intelligently with their physical body to create the image and likeness, to create the temple of the Most High Living God. Because people do not feel anymore. They do not listen anymore to what their cells and their organs are communicating back to them. They are too busy on their smartphones. They are too busy on their computers. They are too busy watching their television sets. They are too busy driving through their drive-thrus and fast food restaurants. They are too busy being distracted by one another, by themselves, getting into arguments, holding grievances, anger, hatred, resentment, animosity, and enmity against one another. Take a deep breath, dear hearts, because you have just experienced one of the most remarkable weekends, that being the Soul Covenant weekend, and the return, the beginning return to this world through life streams in embodiment in this world, upon this planet, that of the soul. She is everything, and she will change everything. And she will compel and impel and induce within each of you the greatest desires to become wholly one again with life itself, to be able to listen to and communicate to the powers of nature and the forces of the elements, to listen to and communicate to the creatures that are in your world. When the soul starts to rush forth and build her tangible presence within you, she is not going to allow any of you with the physical body to chew on flesh or put flesh in your physical body ever again, because she is the nutrition and the nourishment. She is the fulfillment of true need and necessity, and she does not feed on animals or creatures of a planet, of a world. So I say to you, dear hearts, if you still have those cravings and appetites and desires to eat the flesh substance of the creatures of your world, I highly encourage you to call upon me, to use my violet flame to take that desire right out of you, to take those cravings, those human habits out of you, because the soul is going to compel them out of you. But in the meantime, I guess, if I have to say it like this, enjoy what you can enjoy while it lasts, because as she comes in, all of these animalistic behaviors and cravings and appetites, they must go and they will go. So do not stress yourself out about it. Just know that it will naturally dissipate from you, and you will, perhaps you still go to some of these restaurants and order your creatures served on your plates. Well, I say to you, have them while you can, but then one day you will order and it will be put before you. You might even throw up, gag, or just nothing. I realize now I have completed this phase of my evolution, of my growth and expansion, and you've done it without judgment, without condemnation, and any of that, no fault or blame. It's just part of this world, this matrix. You're done, and it's gone. Now the soul and your greater life, your higher discerning intelligence, illumines you to all that it knows is the perfect spiritual nutrition and physical material world nutrition for your physical embodiment. I know this may be a shock and awe to some, and yet for others, they have long ago graduated this phase in their consciousness, in their evolution, and they have become wholly, you call it vegetarian or vegan. This will be the natural path for each of you to take as the soul emerges within and through each of you, beloved hearts. I ask you with all the love of my heart, for I know that you are feeling the energy increasing as this new year has just opened up, and yet we are already 18 days into it. And 18 is a wonderful number. It is the power of the nines. 1 plus 8 is 9. It is infinity. It is eternality. And I say to you, dear hearts, on this power of the 9 day, I say, Germain, now open the way for each of you to receive an endless influx of my violet flame and its feeling of freedom as I offered this Soul Covenant weekend to continue to assist your higher mental body, to assist your outer self, to feel the increase in desire, in divine desire for eternal freedom in every area of your life. For it is your divine birthright to experience absolute freedom in every area of your life. That is what your I Am Presence desires for you. That is what your higher mental body desires for you. That is what the incoming soul desires for each of you. Now I say to you, just before I depart, that prayer is a wonderful activity of life, but prayer is just a certain quality. It is more like a supplication. Whereas when you give a decree is the acknowledgement of the true power of the great God presence acting in you. Many times people pray, and they have prayed all throughout the centuries. And it has been a wonderful activity for the people of earth through those centuries. And yet so much prayer has within it a ton of doubt, a ton of uncertainty, a ton of human qualification with it. And so it is so seldom that God or the God being or the source or the deity they were praying to at the time could never ever answer them, because the feeling did not accompany the thought of the prayer going forth. But when you, dear hearts, have advanced to the level you are at, and when you enter into your calls and decrees, you have the full feeling behind the thought, the picture, and the spoken word you are releasing. And the feeling is the powerhouse of creation. It is the mother's presence. It is the divine magnetism. It is the law of attraction that ensures that as your calls go forth into the ethers, they are received by highly intelligent beings, by the angels, the elementals, the ascended masters. They take that in and amplify it and then release it back into your being and world as the solution, as the gift, as the blessing, as the quality or qualities manifest in your being and world. Today you are upon the precipice, dear hearts, of entering into, by your willingness to keep on making your application, you have reached a point of saturation in which you are demonstrating unto us your ability to maintain peace in your mind and harmony in your feeling side of life. And because of that, you are on the precipice of entering into the greatest opportunity you have ever had in calling forth the energy, the intelligence, the substance, the light, and every quality within it to be charged forth into your outer life, into your multi-body system, directly from your I am presence through your higher mental body, which it will then give you anywhere from 50, 60, 70 times the life force than you've ever had before, flowing through your consciousness into your outer world of action, into your outer world of physical manifestation, into your outer world of physical operation, in which you will then be divinely directed to be living the divine intention, the divine purpose and divine purposefulness and divine meaning of your life for this now embodiment. And I cannot see anything else in the outer world bringing you anything even close to the true happiness, freedom, joy, contentment, enthusiasm, satisfaction, fulfillment, and victory that you will sense and experience from this activity of life itself. So, as I've said before, and I never tire of saying it, you can always prove me right, if you will, and you'll never prove me wrong, even if you will try to. So, dear hearts, I, with all the love of my violet heart flame of eternal freedom, encourage each of you to keep on doing all you're doing, and don't let up for a second, because I say to you, you are so close to experiencing that personal and direct contact with your own great God divinity. I'm not speaking of the Heavenly Father or Mother, myself, or any of the ascended angelic host. I'm speaking specifically of your own individualized God presence that is created in the image and likeness of the infinite I am presence of the Heavenly Father and Mother in the great central sun. And when you make that personal and direct contact, you will from that moment forward go forward with the great God confidence of a Christ being, of an untouchable upon this earth. And you will then be experiencing all that the beloved Master Jesus experienced in his time upon the earth some 2,000 years ago. And the works that life does through you will be just as it did through him, and even greater works. And so I commend each of you to the fulfillment of this experience in your lives. And it may come just as easy as breathing, just as easy as turning on the light switch to illumine your rooms, your beautiful homes. Turn on the light within your consciousness. Illumine your home. Illumine your temple of the Most High Living God. And allow the Spirit of the Lord God, I am, to come alive within each of you and liberate your lives and set your lives free, that you may live in continual peace, purity, and harmony, and be the outpicturing of our Ascended Master feelings of true joy and happiness upon this earth. Never tire of giving forth more forgiveness, compassion, and mercy to the people of this world, because they can use all they can get. And life is calling each of you into action to be a sacred fire, loving presence of compassion, of forgiveness, of mercy to the people of this world. To offer that to their consciousness, so that their own accumulation of human creation and all the misperceptions that have come with it may be dissolved and consumed by an act of grace. And in that moment of holy instant of atonement, they may enter back into the light and then begin their own path, their own conscious path of making personal and direct contact with their own great God divinity. And then one day, as they do so and fulfill all that their life desires, come home into the Ascended Master octaves of life through the great activity of the Ascension. I am Saint Germain, and I am so grateful to have had this opportunity to speak to you in these few moments. Listen to your body, love your body, for it is communicating with you always. Become more sensitive, become more receptive, become more attuned to what your physical body and the intelligent cells are communicating to you. Listen with your heart. Listen with the unfed flame in your heart, and you will receive directly what it is the body most requires, whether it's time that the body rests or time that the body has activity, has movement, locomotion, or it is time to do this art or this activity, to listen to this or to speak this, and all the other ways that your own higher mental body and the physical body itself will guide you, direct you, and illumine you as to how it desires the senses and faculties to be used, instead of being used and misused and abused by all the hypnotic powers of suggestion of the outer world. For again, most people, 90% of the time, or even greater, are living their lives by the powers of suggestions that come to them from the outer world. They're not living from or through the still small voice of God within their heart. For when they do, they will realize how deceived they have been. And each of you will bring the truth of the Word of God and all that is happening to their conscious awareness. And life through each of you will draw them back into the light itself. Continue to love yourselves and continue to love all life, for that is the greatest activity you can put forth into perpetual motion in your consciousness, in your being and world. Love one another as I have loved you. And go forth and be the cosmic sun's presence of my cosmic feeling of cosmic freedom to all life in this world, wherever you abide. It does not matter where you are upon the planet, or whatever solar system or galaxy you are in. From this moment forward, you shall be a sun's presence of my cosmic feeling of cosmic freedom to all life. I am Saint Germain, and I bless you in the fullness of your own glorious God I am presence. And I commend each of you, I welcome each of you to having the glorious experience of personal and direct contact with that great God presence. For in the fullness of that presence are the things that you desire, and in the fullness of that presence is the true love that you require. God bless you, and Godspeed, beloved Magdalene Roses of the Heavenly Mother's presence. And if you are not one yet, you soon shall be. For the soul of the Heavenly Mother's presence will call you home swiftly, back into her love's embrace, and she will not let you go. So, come home and stay home in the fullness of the Mother's presence. And from the unfed flame in our hearts, invocation. Beloved mighty Christ, I am within and above. Beloved Christ, I am of all the people of earth. Beloved Akasha and Asan, beloved Christ, beloved Ascended Master Elect, great God Germain, Mother Mary, Lord Katumi, El Moria, Serapis Bey, Master Hilarion, Lord Lanto, Naja, Mother Metta, Lord Shananda, Cha'ara, Lady Electra, Archangel Metatron, the 7 great archangels, the 7 great Kumaras, Mighty Victory, Goddess Venus, Princess Mary Magdalene, Goddess of Victory, Mother Jennifer Nada, the 7 mighty Elon, the 7 majestic Eloah, Director Logos, God of Gold, Goddess of Silver, Beloved Queen of Light, Kuan Yin, Lord Maitreya, Prince Siddhartha, Goddess of Justice, Lord Melchizedek, the 13 goddesses, Beloved Helios and Vesta, brothers and sisters of the gold and rose robes of the physical sun, and mighty silent watchers. Charge our calls and decrees with whatever sacred fire, love, and rainbow rays is necessary to purify, illumine, and free the consciousness of all life in this world. Great cosmic beings of light from the central sun, mighty Arceus, golden avatars, immortals, and great angelic hosts, give these decrees with us and direct uncountable legions of light to purify, illumine, and harmonize the earth, the atmosphere of earth, and all life, energy, and substance upon this planet now. We are so grateful for your divine intervention and assistance. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Deep breath, visualize, and feel all these great beings coming in, through, and around us, enfolding us in their electromagnetic radiation of cosmic light and cosmic love and cosmic sacred fire mastery. Decree 1 calls for peace, purity, and harmony through all life. My beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved, I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved goddesses, peace, purity, harmony, Mother Akasha, and thy legions of angels, come forth into action right now and release oceans and oceans and oceans of your sacred fire of love, peace, purity, and harmony into the atmosphere of earth and saturate it. Then drive your sacred fire of love, peace, purity, and harmony through the mental and feeling world of all humankind, the powers of nature, the forces of the elements, and all kingdoms of life. Make us feel the power and mastery of your sacred fire of love, peace, purity, and harmony over all conditions in this world, and raise us into your Ascended Master, Heart's Flame perfection forever. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 2, Beloved Mighty Victory's decree for the love of victory. Beloved Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Mighty Victory, I demand your invincible love of victory from the great central sun come into me as a living flame of eternal happiness. I demand your invincible love of victory from the great central sun come into me as a living flame of eternal happiness. I demand your invincible love of victory from the great central sun come into me as a living flame of eternal happiness. Victory's victory I am. Victory's victory I am. Victory's victory I am. Decree 3. Free the beautiful lands and people of all the continents. Mighty Christ I am within and above. I demand and command the great central sun's sacred fire mastery of eternity blaze through the beautiful lands and people of all the continents, compelling the purification of all etheric records of war, hatred, and violence, blazing through the mental and feeling world of every life stream, dissolving and consuming all human creation, and opening the way for the return to higher Christ consciousness. Reveal, nurture, and fulfill the Akashic records of all these beautiful people and lands by the will of the rose-pink flames of Mother Akasha and the full power of the great central sun's magnet's presence. Akasha love I am. Akasha love I am. Akasha love I am. Decree 4. Beloved Mother Akasha's call for the great central sun's magnet. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Mother Akasha, and the entire ascended and angelic host that come with thee to fulfill the divine plan of the seventh golden permanent age. Anchor the great central sun's magnet's presence into our feeling side of life and assist us to feel the true power of divine magnetism. Restore the ancient feeling of those magnetic currents of divine love flowing constantly through our feeling body, and as they build in cosmic concentration, they naturally draw unto us our own divine inheritance from the great central sun of all we had with thee in the heart flames of creation before the world was, attracting every good and constructive activity we could possibly desire and require to fulfill our part of the divine plan, the ascended and angelic host's way. We demand and command this be accomplished with all the ease and grace of the Heavenly Mother's presence, and that ascended Master joy become endless in our lives. We thank thee with all our heart's love. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 5. Call for new substances that nourish the physical body. My beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Lord Maha Chohan, great gods of the mountains, beloved Helios, mighty Aries, Neptune, Virgo, and all the beings of the elements. I command and demand divine intervention from the great central sun that forces the lifting and raising of the vibratory action of all the elements that are given and used to nourish the physical bodies of the people of the world. I demand and I am the instantaneous removal of all that harms the physical bodies of humankind by the mightiest sacred fire purifying love in the universe. I demand and I am the Ascended Master's desires charging through the feeling bodies of the people of the world to stand invincible against negative influences and the ignorance in this world, which only wants to destroy their physical bodies. I am the Ascended Master's heart flame desires charged, anchored, and sustained within the feeling world of all people that makes it impossible for the sinister force to harm their physical bodies. It also assists the people in putting into their bodies only that which gives them the strongest, purest, luminous physical garments this world has ever seen, fulfilling the divine plan that brings them and the world the greatest peace, purity, harmony, happiness, and freedom forever. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Decree 6. Alone Cassiopeia's decree to unearth and unmask all darkness. Mighty Christ I am presence within and above. As the sacred fire takes its toll, I command the great immortals from the great central sun through the central sun and the physical sun, and from all the mighty ascended master octaves of light, as the purification is ongoing, to continue to intensify and increase trillions upon trillions upon trillions of mighty electronic light rays in their cosmic action that will unearth and unmask all darkness and discord, injustice and hatred. The light of God never fails, and in the unfolding of the seventh golden age, let not the peoples of earth be shocked, for the time has come that the great light of God, that is relentless in its duty to seek out and find darkness and evil where it hides, and reveal it, expose it, where it can then be purified. I command this in the name of the legions of creator beings, overseen by the mighty Elohim of the great central sun. Cosmic miracles of light I am. Cosmic miracles of light I am. Cosmic miracles of light I am. Decree 7. The beloved goddess of purity's decree for her all-encompassing love. Beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above, God and Goddess of purity. I thank you for your service in the universe, and I call upon you through the outpouring of your mighty rays of life, through the outpouring of your sacred fire, to enfold me in your all-illuminating love, in your all-illuminating protection, and your all-illuminating sacred fire purity, and hold these mighty activities in, through, and around me every moment of every day. Charge my consciousness, being, and world with your all-encompassing love and its sacred fire feeling of invincible purity. Hold my life in the greatest activity of your cosmic luminous presence of eternal purity, and let nothing else qualify the energy and substance from my great God presence with anything other than purity, 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 purity. We love and bless you, God and Goddess of purity. Sacred fire, love, and purity I am. Sacred fire, love, and purity I am. Sacred fire, love, and purity I am. Decree 8. The Ascended Master Management of Energy, Time, and Space. Beloved, I am Christ's presence, Goddess of Liberty, Ascended Master Germain, Great Cosmic Angel, Akasha, a Sun, Lady Master Nada, Lord Melchizedek, Elul Arcturus, and Mighty Victory. I demand and I command the Ascended Master's sacred fire management of all energy, time, and space be charged into the mental and feeling body of every person in the world to assist them to manipulate and use all energy, time, and space constructively for the fulfillment of their part of the divine plan, the Ascended Master's way. They deserve to know and be the truth of the law of life. For there is only one law of manifestation everywhere throughout the universe, and that is the law of energy and vibration. The unfed flame in every heart and the sevenfold flame in every brain is a source of unlimited energy, substance, intelligence, time, and space. Let this truth be restored into the conscious awareness of all people and show them the perfect ways and means of using it to uplift themselves and all life in this octave into eternal freedom. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 9. New forms of education for the youth and the world. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth, embodied and awaiting embodiment. Beloved Mother Akasha, Father or Son, Jesus the Christ, Mother Mary, beloved Ascended Master Germain, Goddess of Justice, Goddess of Liberty, Lady Master Nala, Lady Leto, Lord Kutumi, Lord Maitreya, beloved Mighty Victory, and your limitless legions of victory, come forth into action right now and build upon the earth schools, colleges, and universities that introduce all forms of studies and activities of the ancient knowledge of the Tree of Life consciousness and the Ascended Master's teachings, assisting the youth and the world to quickly and easily attain Christ consciousness. May the youth in the world truly enjoy going to school and discovering and learning the laws of life that govern our universe, and with Ascended Master assistance and intervention, be able to put those teachings into instantaneous action in their lives for the freedom of all humankind and life upon this planet Earth. Divine wisdom I am. Divine wisdom I am. Divine wisdom I am. Decree 10. Demanding honest marketing, advertising, and sales to all life. Beloved Mighty Christ I am within and above. Beloved Archangel Michael, Lord Astrea, Mighty Surya, and all who govern the cosmic Christ blue flames and cosmic Christ blue lightning power of divine love. Drive into every bit of energy and substance that has been destructively qualified against the youth and all life of the world, the cosmic Christ blue lightning fire of invincible purity, and annihilate its momentum, its intent, and its source. Raise the consciousness of all youth and all life into the Christ vibration, so none may ever be deceived or preyed upon again. Beloved Mighty Goddess of Justice, come forth into action with thy legions of angels of justice, and compel all individuals in the qualified fields of marketing, advertising, and sales to be divinely just, honest, and transparent with all that is consciously directed into the consciousness of the youth and people of the world, by the power of the will of the Heavenly Father and Mother. I accept this decree fulfilled and the divine plan of the seventh golden age manifest. Divine honesty I am, divine honesty I am, divine honesty I am. And remember, the greatest person to be honest with is thine own self. For this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man, woman, or child, or part of life. Decree 11, Goddess of Justice's call for her sacred fire justice. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Goddess of Justice, we call upon you and your angels to fill our hearts, minds, and feelings with your all Christ sacred fire power of divine justice. Charge and flood the mental and feeling world of all humankind with your sacred fire presence of divine justice. Compel the end of all injustice in this world and restore the scales of divine balance to reflect your sacred fire justice within the consciousness of all life. We love and bless you, beloved Goddess of Justice, and we welcome your cosmic presence into our lives every moment of every day. May you have every opportunity, by the grace of God, to bring forth the changes that are necessary to create and maintain a beautiful world full of divine justice. Divine justice I am. Divine justice I am. Divine justice I am. Decree 12. Beloved, great God Germain's call for purity and unity. Mighty I am God presence within and above. Beloved great God presence of every life stream within America. Beloved great Germain, angels of the violet purifying flame, and all masters of the sacred fire. Stand in the heart flames of the great central sun and project oceans and oceans and oceans of the mightiest violet flaming miracles of eternity in all their love, mercy, and forgiveness into the atmosphere of America, into the feeling side of life of the American people, and silence all discordant feelings that are acting in them towards themselves, others, or any part of creation. Heal, harmonize, and unite the people of America. Heal, harmonize, and unite the people of America. Heal, harmonize, and unite the people of America. Beloved Goddess of Justice, release thy sacred fire scales of divine justice into the feelings of all the American people, and awaken, arouse, and amplify a new sense of love, praise, gratitude, and appreciation for all the blessings and gifts that come to them from God each day. Beloved great Germain, I invite you with all my heart and soul to show me now what is the secret desire of your heart for me, for America, for humankind, the planet, and all beings everywhere forever. Eternal freedom I am. Eternal freedom I am. Eternal freedom I am. And from the onset flame in our hearts, Decree 13, release new dispensations. Mighty I am God presence within and above, beloved Lord Maha Chohan, God and Goddess of Purity, beloved seven mighty Elohim and seven majestic Eloah, beloved mighty Victory, Archangel Michael, all the ascended and angelic host of our planetary and solar spiritual hierarchy, great cosmic beings of light from the great central sun. We demand every power and force of the sacred fire come forth and blaze through the minds, feelings, and bodies of all the people on earth to purify and remove all selfishness. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to purify the people of earth. Almighty God I am. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to purify the people of earth by God's own hand. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to purify the people of earth the ascended master's way, and do it today, do it to stay, and force the purification, force the purification, force the purification of all selfishness in this world. Force the purification, force the purification, force the purification of all selfishness in this world. Force the purification, force the purification, force the purification of all selfishness in this world. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory. With oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. With oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. With oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Deep breath. We demand every power and force of the sacred fire come forth and do its perfect work. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to draw all humankind into Christ consciousness. Almighty God I am. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to draw all humankind into Christ consciousness by God's own hand. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to draw all humankind into Christ consciousness, the ascended Master's way, and do it today, do it to stay, and raise, raise, raise all humankind into Christ consciousness. Raise, raise, raise all humankind into Christ consciousness. Raise, raise, raise all humankind into Christ consciousness. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. We demand every power and force of the sacred fire come forth and be visible to the outer physical sight of all humankind. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations that sets us free from all human perceptions. Almighty God I am. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations that sets us free from all human perceptions by God's own hand. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations that sets us free from all human perceptions, the ascended Master's way, and do it today, do it to stay, and free, free, free us from all human perceptions. Free, free, free us from all human perceptions. Free, free, free us from all human perceptions. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Deep breath, visualize and feel it. Decree 14, beloved mighty victories, victorious cosmic Christ consciousness. Mighty I am God presence within and above. I demand and I am mighty victories, victorious cosmic Christ consciousness and power now made manifest in my being and world. I insist and demand mighty victories, victory is alive in me from this day forth in ways that it has never been before. Beloved mighty victory, in all I come to do in this life, don't let me fail. Make me victorious. Victorious miracle love I am. Victorious miracle love I am. Victorious miracle love I am. Decree 15, resurrection of the elemental rays. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved brothers and sisters of the golden and rosen robes of the physical sun. We demand and command the full restoration of the minor elemental rays pouring from the physical sun into the powers of nature, the forces of the elements, and all kingdoms of life, that they may once again receive such a vital spiritual nutrition. As I make the call for the planet, I also give the command for you to release the elemental rays into the elements of which my physical body is composed, compelling such all Christ light, love, balance, beauty, strength, and joy within every cell. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 16, beloved Mother Meta's decree for the people of India. My beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of India. God and Goddess Himalaya, Mother Meta, and all in the cave of light in India. Great ascended and angelic host, we call upon you to bring within the Indian people a conscience of God that brings an end to the racial class structure. We command and demand the sacred fire blaze through the minds and hearts of the Indian people and make them know that they are all one. We call upon the sacred fire love of the Ascended Masters and Angelic Host to find constructive leaders and advocates in every community who will stand up to discordant individuals and declare the end of all class racism, violence, and poverty. We demand and command the restoration of peace, kindness, and harmony amongst all in the beautiful lands of India. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 17. Expansion of the points of light in the bodies of the youth and all of us. Beloved Mighty Christ I am within and above. Beloved Ascended Master Germain. Beloved God and Goddess of Light, Mighty Helios and Vesta, Lord Mahachohan, Aramesis, beings of the elements, God of gold, God of silver, beloved immortals, Arceus, goddess of Venus, beloved goddess of liberty, goddess of justice, goddess of music, beloved angels of liberty, justice, and the music of the higher spheres. I demand and command whatever sacred fire, cosmic light, and miracle love is necessary to purify, illumine, protect, and perfect the physical bodies of the youth of the world be given now with no further delay or interference, and sustained from this moment forward to the fulfillment of the resurrection and ascension of each life stream. I accept all cosmic forces of divine love and the inner essence of the cosmic light substance, flooding through the physical bodies of all the youth of the world, compelling the points of light to reveal their luminosity, purity, and beauty through the physical form. May this become a wonder to behold with the eyes and an inspiration for the heart of all who witness these unfolding, miracle-making moments, and may it increase their desire to achieve this too, with ease and grace by the divine intervention and assistance that is being given at this auspicious moment in time. I am the expansion of the points of light. I am the expansion of the points of light. I am the expansion of the points of light. And you cannot give that call for the youth and the incoming live streams without having its blessing come back upon you and become ever active and present within the points of light within each of your own physical bodies. Decree 18, beloved Papa Son's decree for a League of Nations. Mighty Christ I am, greatest and angelic host, we command the all-seeing eye of God, reveal courageous and constructive individuals in all nations, empower them to find their voice, influence governments, and orchestrate a coalition of a League of Nations, overlighted directly by the Ascended Master's consciousness that compels the dissolution of all activities against life, and the creation of new activities that spread joy, purity, peace, harmony, beauty, and freedom. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Decree 19. Expand the inspiration, enthusiasm, and joy in the youth. Beloved Mighty I am, Christ's presence, beloved Lady Master Nada, beloved Ascended Master Youth, beloved Lady Leto, Serapis Bey, beloved Goddess Joy, Archangel Raphael, and Ascended Master Lady Jennifer Nada, project, anchor, and sustain a dynamic increase in the Ascended Master's outpouring of enthusiasm, inspiration, encouragement, and joy into all the youth of the world. I demand and command the visible, tangible expansion of these Ascended Master qualities acting with full force in, through, and around the youth of the world. Help them be God in action. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 20. Keep the youth free of all drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Majestic I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth and those awaiting embodiment at this time. Great God Germain, beloved Archangel Michael, Lord Astrea, Goddess Liberty, and Goddess Justice. Drive, drive, drive your cosmic Christ blue lightning force into all drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes, and annihilate, annihilate, annihilate these destructive activities from all life today and forever. Blaze your great God purifying, protecting flames, and the Ascended Master's cosmic blue flame wall pass not around the youth of the world, and hold them in your great God invincible protection, freedom, and victory. that nothing destructive may enter. I thank you. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Says flame in our hearts. Decree 21. Eternal freedom for the elemental kingdoms. Beloved mighty Christ I am, great ascended and angelic host, Goddess Venus, Lord Mahachohan, beloved Virgo, Neptune, Aries, and mighty Helios, raise the land of Pan and the continents of Lemuria and Atlantis to the surface of the planet. We command the invincible sacred fire protection of the powers of nature and all elemental kingdoms. Free them by the mightiest sacred fire love in the universe and restore their immortality. Beloved Prince Aaron, we pour our love and gratitude to you for commanding the supreme elemental in our hearts, fully resurrected. Elemental love I am, elemental love I am, elemental love I am. Decree 22. Protect the power grid and reveal new power sources. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, great ascended and angelic host of light. Stop all disruptions to the world's power supply, food and water supply, transportation, all communication systems, the internet, computers, all science and technology, and prevent all destructive plans by the master power flame of cosmic prevention. Prevent all destructive plans by the master power flame of cosmic prevention. Prevent all destructive plans by the master power flame of cosmic prevention. Beloved mighty Christ I am, and all ascended masters who govern and control the powers of nature and forces of the elements, reveal and draw into outer manifestation through the people of earth new power sources that nurture, bless, and raise the planet and all life into the ascended master's octave of light with all the ease, grace, and harmony of the cosmic law of the great central sun's heart flame. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 23. Call for the women of the world. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Goddess of justice and beloved Goddess of liberty, we call on you to fill the hearts and minds of all men and women with love, kindness, respect, and honor for the divine feminine principle of life, the Heavenly Mother's presence, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, the soul. Beloved Mother Mary, Akasha, Charity, Kuan Yin, and all Ascended Master Goddesses, pour your heart flame's sacred fire love, purity, power, healing, and redemption into all women and raise them into their Christ consciousness now. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 24, Ascended Master Conscious Decree, overlit by beloved Great Germain the rest of this month of January and all year long. Why not? He's Ascended Master elect for 2022. We welcome his Ascended Master Consciousness being in presence, alive and active in every area of our lives, from the unfed flame in our hearts. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Ascended Masters, charge, and keep charging the Radiant Rose Academy, the messengers, and all the students with the Ascended Master's consciousness. See to it that we live every moment of our lives in the Ascended Master's consciousness that contains everything, every blessing, gift, quality, power, and service of light from the Ascended Master's octave that enables us to fulfill the Ascended Master's divine plan of this incoming 7th Golden Crystal Age, the Ascended Master's way. We are so grateful for this gift. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Decree 25. Keep the youth free from all destructive music. Mighty I am Christ's presence, beloved Goddess of music, Director Logos, Mighty Victory, Archangel Michael, Lord Astrea, Great God Germain, beloved Aloha Amazonia, Mighty Hercules, and all the angelic host, come forth into action right now and strike your cosmic Christ blue lightning force into all destructive music. Silence, dissolve, and consume it from this world. Take away the cause, effect, record, and memory of all destructive music from the consciousness of all life, and replace it with the harmonious music of the higher spheres. Hold thy victorious dominion everywhere throughout the youth of the world, and raise them into their eternal freedom now. Harmonious melodies I am. Harmonious melodies I am. Harmonious melodies I am. Decree 26. The Ascended Master's sacred fire feeling of absolute control. My beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Lord Kutumi and seven mighty Elohim, I decree to you as a glorious sun's presence made up of all the heart flames of the Magdalene roses. I come to you in the name and presence of that great mighty sun's presence, and I command and demand a release from the great central sun of such overwhelming, saturating purification of the sacred fire of all that is required to redeem the earth and the world, and remove all discord and those who have caused that discord from the earth forever. I thank you. I call to you and to the mighty I am God presence of everyone embodied on the earth at this time. I come as a glorious sun's presence, composed of all the mighty unfed flames of the Magdalene roses. I command and demand the release and saturation of the overwhelming sacred fire forces of purification onto the earth that will redeem this earth and world of all discord, purify it, and remove the cause of the discord for eternity. I thank you. I come to you as a glorious sun's presence that has within it the unfed flames of all the Magdalene roses, and I command and demand the release from the heart flames of creation, the overwhelming sacred fire, saturation and purification into my own mental, physical, and feeling body that takes sacred fire control of all physical outer conditions in my life and world. I thank you. Sacred fire control I am. Sacred fire control I am. Sacred fire control I am. Decree 27. Resurrection of the elemental rays. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved brothers and sisters of the golden and rosy robes of the physical sun, we demand and command the full restoration of the minor elemental rays pouring from the physical sun into the powers of nature and the forces of the elements in our physical bodies, that they may receive God's vital spiritual nutrition and resurrect. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Got two different versions of that one in here. Must be pretty important right now. Decree 28, Beloved Lord Maitreya and the golden avatar angels. Mighty I am God presence within and above. Beloved Lord Maitreya and golden avatar angels, come to me and assist me to enter into the loving obedience and discipline that you desire me to experience. Come to me and assist me to experience the fullness of God's loving obedience back to the God presence within and above. Beloved Lord Maitreya and golden avatar angels, come unto me and assist me to know that the Christ is never late, that the Christ is never early, that the Christ is always on time, and the Christ being time and space itself automatically has the edge on all humanity. Beloved Lord Maitreya and golden avatar angels, we demand and command your loving obedience, charge all the energy and substance of our consciousness, beings, and world with its cosmic vibrations and frequencies that compels all life to come into perfect harmony, balance, and equilibrium everywhere forever. May the great cosmic law give you new dispensations in which you may come closer to all life in this world and set it free as quickly as only you can. Loving obedience I am. Loving obedience I am. Loving obedience I am. Remembering that loving, joyous obedience is to your own great God presence, the integrity of your own spiritual identity within you and above you, and to nothing else outside yourself. Decree 29. End all human trafficking of the youth. Mighty Christ, I am presence within and above. Mighty I am Christ presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Princess Mary Magdalene, Jesus the Christ, Lord Maitreya, Goddess of Justice, Alola Astrea, Mighty Hercules, Goddess Liberty, and Great Divine Director, Strike, strike, strike your swords of the crystal flame and cut all youth free from human trafficking. Use your authority and keep them free this instant and forever. Blaze whatever sacred fire is necessary to cleanse and purify the consciousness of these precious life streams. Give them all they require to rise up into their true Christ self and fulfill the divine plan, the Ascended Master's way. We demand divine justice manifest everywhere forever. Mighty Christ, I am present, great ascended and angelic host of light, great cosmic beings of light, great cosmic forces of light, move into action right now and do whatever is necessary to silence, dissolve, and consume the entire sinister force that sustains these nefarious activities, cause, effect, record, and memory. Wipe it out of this universe and see to it that it never touches any part of life again. I am the will of Akasha's feeling body fulfilling this decree. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 30. A loving call to the great angelic host. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. I pour my love to thee and through thee to the beloved angels as I welcome my guardian angel, angels of the sacred fire, angels Legata, archangels, Archaea, beloved cherubim and seraphim, angels of the music of the celestial spheres, angels of healing, harmony, and freedom. Come, blessed angels, into the outer lives of all humankind, and be as real to us as we are to each other. Reveal unto us all that you know will set us free upon our paths of mastery, that each may be the fulfillment of all the service to the light they have come to render in the seventh golden age. We love and bless you, great angelic host. We also demand and command that the legions of angels be increased by the billions every moment of every day to silence, shut off, and disarm all discordant energy, substance, and individuals in this world, and reveal the perfection of the angelic host presence everywhere forever, as fast as the Ascended Masters see it and feel it. Adoring the angels, I am. Adoring the angels, I am. Adoring the angels, I am. Decree 31. Beloved great God Ari's call for new light substance entering our mind and brain. Mighty Christ presence I am within and above. Beloved Aries, God of the air element, beloved sylphs, beings of the air element, we call upon you to project your luminosity, your light rays, your heart flames, into the substance of our mental bodies, into our brain structures, that you may help us to clear our minds of all duality consciousness, and ready our minds for the return of Christ consciousness, to think only thoughts that are Christly always, not just for a few moments, and then back into duality, but continuously positive, godly, Christly, pure, divine, celestial thoughts. We accept with all the love of our minds, hearts, and souls, endless, dazzling, diamond-shining light, glistening, sparkling, radiating brilliantly within our minds. Diamond-shining light I am, diamond-shining light I am, diamond-shining light I am. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, beloved Goddess of Liberty, great Germain, mighty Victory, and all the ascended and angelic hosts, we call forth oceans and oceans and oceans of your Ascended Master's sacred fire protection around the children and youth of America and the world. We command your Ascended Master walls of invisibility, invincibility, and invulnerability placed around all children's hospitals, nurseries, and daycare centers, around all shopping centers, music concerts, festivals, youth gatherings, schools, colleges, universities, and campuses, that prevents all acts of inharmony. Blaze a golden sun's fiery presence around all these places, and send your legions of angels to protect the children and youth of America and the world. Invincible protection I am. Invincible protection I am. Invincible protection I am. Decree 33. Prevent any further youth entering into war. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Mother Akasha, Father Son, great God Germain, Goddess of Justice, Goddess of Liberty, great Cosmic Angel, Seventh Mighty Alone, thou immortals, and all ascended master mothers, I demand and command your sacred fire master control be drawn in through and around every youth of the world. I know each one has free will, but with all the power of the love of the sacred fire and the authority of the higher mental body of each youth, see to it they are completely stripped of all desire to enter into war or to be drawn into war by the pull of the sinister force. I am thy victorious guarding heart flames love, holding the youth safe and secure from all war, everywhere, forever. I accept this decree, standing forever a silent sentinel for the youth of the world. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 34. Amplification decrees to multiply our calls. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Mother Akasha. Beloved Jesus Christ. Beloved Master Germain. Beloved Archangel Michael. Mighty silent watchers. And all your uncountable legions of angels of the sacred fire. I call upon the cosmic law of God's sacred fire power and all Christ's authority to charge into all the decrees, will, energy, and visualizations ever given by students in Great God Germain's, Mother Akasha's, and Jesus Christ dispensations, purified, resurrected, and amplified 999 times 999 billion by the master power heart flames of the entire ascended and angelic host to save America and this planet, including all kingdoms of life eternally sustained. I am mighty victory's feeling of cosmic victory manifest through every decree. We are mighty victory's cosmic flame of victory in all we think, feel, say, and do, fulfilling the ascended master divine plan for the earth, its atmosphere, and all life everywhere forever, until all are resurrected, ascended, and free. To all life during the way of the earth, we say in the words of beloved Mother Mary, I bless you, I bless you, I bless you, with the ascended master's sacred fire, heart's flame love, purity, power, and victory of eternal peace. The light of God never fails. The love of God always fulfills, and the truth of God always prevails. Demonstrations of Christ consciousness I am, demonstrations of Christ consciousness I am, demonstrations of Christ consciousness I am.